Hey traders from around the world, what is going on? It's your boy Ricky Cadden back again with another free real life stock review for Real Life Trading Australia. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. Today is Wednesday and it is the first day of the presidential election debates with Trump and Biden. It is going to be a very entertaining event and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens and how the market reacts. So I hope you guys are keeping in tune with what is going on in the markets. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what's going on in the broader markets. The SPY. Now, the SPY, I have been mentioning in our trading room that this is most likely going to be it is most likely going to retest at some point. We did get a beautiful retest gap just a couple of days ago, and right now, guys, I just simply expect us to, pull back maybe down to about 325 and some change, possibly creating a higher low. If we do come back down to the 100 simple, that would be absolutely fantastic. It will be a very nice dip buying event. Here's the E-minis. Now, the E-minis, as you can see, we are currently selling off just a little bit. We did have a little bit of trouble getting above 33.60, and right now we are pulling back just a smidge. So I do expect us to pull back that little bit more on the E-minis. Now, if you are trading futures, make sure you are looking to mitigate your risk and buy low, sell high. If you take a look at the 30-minute here, guys, there has been a lower high in the last couple of days, and there's been a fairly hefty sell-off. So if you are looking at taking this short, I totally get that. Just look to sell as high as possible. But for the most part, guys, I'm just fairly neutral in the markets as we come into this presidential debate, and just looking to buy the dips as they come and letting the trades come to me. So here's Zoom. Now, Zoom is going to be very, very interesting. Ticker symbol ZM. We have got a very beautiful double top right now as we speak. So you can see here, this is a sensational double top. We are currently at the neckline. So anything can really happen here, guys. You're going to want to watch Zoom tonight. If we do start to break lower, we could have a really nice little sell-off down to about 43. And from there, guys, if we do retest, I'd expect us to possibly even roll over. Taking a look at the daily chart, we have had some fairly nice exhaustion volume come in up the top here, and these two candles up here especially do not look extremely bullish. Now, we have had since March just a phenomenal run. Now, I'm not saying that it can't go higher, but we've had a 423% gain or rise in the stock, and I do believe that, even though it has allowed a lot of companies and a lot of businesses and a lot of people just to have that broad communication globally, they have been a very phenomenal platform to use. A lot of people using Zoom. It is one of the words that people kind of throw around here and there, and obviously that does make a stock quite interesting when people start using it in their vocabulary as well. But Zoom, I'm not saying it's the very, very top. I just think that right now is the time that we could possibly consolidate for a few months. I think that now that we have kind of topped out up here, I mean, we could possibly go higher, but I just think that we need a fairly decent pullback consolidation as we come into the new year, and then maybe we start to have a nice little rise higher on Zoom. Here's ticker symbol SLV, which is the ETF for silver, and this is our weekly options newsletter play for this week. And as you can see here, guys, we are looking for a little bit of a pullback on this, but realistically, I mean, we've got a bullish piercing line candlestick pattern right now pointed right there in that circle. Absolutely sensational, beautiful volume. We are near the 100 simple moving average on the daily chart, and just a phenomenal dip buying opportunity for silver. So keep that one on your watch list. Here's the ASX 200. Now, we have been squeezing between the 100 and 200 simple moving average. A few times I have been mentioning that we could possibly come down to 52.14 around there if the market does look like we are going to roll over. And if you take a look at the volume, this is pretty bearish volume. We have closed on the day with with a shaved bottom candle. So that's pretty bearish. I'd probably expect us to have a bit of a gap down tomorrow on the ASX. But guys, realistically, if you're looking at buying anything on the ASX, just look to buy as low as possible. If there is a lot of news going around, especially with this presidential election, make sure you're buying top quality stocks as low as you possibly can. There is a lot of volatility in the markets, and just look to mitigate your risk. Speaking of great opportunities, though, here is the A2 Milk Company. Now, A2 Milk Company, ticker symbol A2M. Now, this one has been falling off a bit of a cliff lately, just due to the revenue drop. As you see here, their news. I'll bring up their news. Where is it? News. Oops. Where are we? A2 Milk Company. Anyway, their A2 Milk Company news is based on a small decrease, and it should be, they did mention that it will be going into the financial year of 2021, so this may not bounce straight away. If you are looking at A2 Milk Company, you're going to really want to have a longer term perspective, guys. We are currently at the COVID lows right now, so if you missed buying that dip, then I mean, we're back here right now. Amazing volume coming in. I don't believe this is the time to just, go all in and start buying. This is, we are trying to catch a falling knife, so to speak, at this particular point. Let it kind of fall on the floor, bounce around a bit, let it kind of flatten out, find its support, and then maybe look to buy the dip on A2 Milk Company. But this one, guys, is going to be one you want to watch long term. Now, being a long term trade, you're going to want to look at the weekly chart and take a look at the 100. It was a gap and go on the weekly chart. There's a gap and go on the weekly chart, and we're back down to the 100 again. We've only ever been down here once before. We did hang out here for about 6 or 7 weeks, and then we traded bullish. And I mean, guys, this last time had a rise of about 70% over the course of, about 10 months. So I'm not saying that it's going to take 10 months and we're going to be back up at 21, but I'm just saying that this is a buy the dip opportunity. We are at previous resistance levels, we are at previous support levels, and we're at the 100 on the weekly chart. So just make sure you have a longer term perspective when you are getting into the A2 Milk Company. Now, if you are looking at just kind of purchasing a few shares, you can also kind of pyramid into this. Maybe buy a few shares here. If it does continue lower, just start to get in, and then when it does look like it's going to turn around and go higher, then you can possibly increase your size on your position. So you don't have to buy everything all at once. You can scale into trades, guys. It is a really great strategy into buying the dips on these massive falls that we've had, because we did have a fall of about 30%, like 30% fall just in the last couple of months. So that's pretty amazing. Here's Novanex, ticker symbol NVX. Now, NVX is a battery company. It has been kind of running bullish just off the back of Tesla. And I mean, realistically, guys, we're back down at the lows here. We are looking to come back down to a fantastic level of support. I do understand that if this is going to be one that you're going to want to buy long term, I get it. If you're bullish on Novanex, then fantastic. This is a point where you're going to be looking to buy long term. We're back at the 100 simple, and we did get a nice gap up over earnings, but we just faded, and we're back down at these lows again. So we are at the 100 simple moving average. If you were to take a trade bullish, with an entry above here and a stop somewhere down here, that looks okay as well. You could possibly have a closer stop as well. But once again, if you believe this might go a little bit lower, you can also once again just pyramid into this particular trade and form a nice portfolio position on this as well, just in case it does go lower, and you can kind of get a little bit of a piece of that pie as well. So we have fallen off. We are starting to trade sideways. Let it build its support, and then look to take it bullish on Novanex. Here's crude oil. Now, if you're in our trading room or if you've been watching my reviews, you would notice that I have been fairly neutral, bearish to neutral on crude. Not overly bullish right now, guys. I have been mentioning that, we aren't getting very strong closes above the 200 simple. And right now, we've got this nice little double top action happening right now. We're at the neckline, and anything can really happen. If we break lower, I mean, we could definitely come down to about 34. Based off these lows back here, that would be the next level of support. But also, guys, it is Wednesday, and they do report the crude oil inventories on Wednesday as well. So just keep that in mind. There might be a little bit of volatility in crude tonight. And, I mean, realistically, guys, we could possibly just kind of double top and break down. That would be absolutely fantastic. Keep your eyes peeled on crude oil for a little bit more of a dip. Here is gold. Now, I did mention that the GLD ETF is something that you could possibly trade if you don't like trading futures or forex. You could possibly look to just buy GLD shares. It is at a current level of support at around 100, at the 100 simple moving average, and right now, guys, it does need to consolidate a little bit, probably form some sort of double bottom before it goes higher. But this is realistically where you want to start looking at going long on gold. So keep this one on your watch list. Just like SLV, guys, if gold starts to rise, silver's most likely going to start to rise as well. All these precious metals are pretty closely linked. Now here's the Aussie dollar. I have mentioned a few times that this is most likely going to trade sideways for the next few months or so, just simply because we've had a fairly bullish run on the Aussie dollar. I do expect us to possibly come trade up, trade down, and then just build this amazing channel. And if you are a forex trader, just look to buy as low as you possibly can. There's really not that much volatility in the Aussie dollar, so most likely you will be swing trading this. I mean, the low of today was 71 cents, and the high was 71.49. So realistically, guys, there's not many pips if you are looking to trade, unless you are looking at trading fairly large size. But yeah, if you are looking at trading Aussie dollar, guys, just look to buy as low as you possibly can. Alright, guys, I'll be back with another real life stock review on Friday. And if you guys have any companies, any stock tickers you guys would like me to look at, leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you have not yet joined our Facebook community, it is entirely free. I'll leave a link in the description. Join the group, and then you will never miss one of these videos or my reviews or any other upcoming events that we have at Real Life Trading Australia as well. So I'd love to see you guys there, keep you guys a part of the community, and keep you guys in the loop of what goes on in the future. Alright, you guys are amazing. I'll be back on Friday, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. You guys rock.